Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin chart is getting some slow upside momentum or developing some slow upside momentum. The levels haven't changed, the key levels, the signal levels haven't changed since the last update, but we can dive a little bit more into the microstructures here. Let's talk about short-term bearish and short-term bullish scenarios. The overall wave count is still bullish. So we're overall still looking for higher prices. Yeah, just an explanation because I don't want people to think that this is a bearish scenario. No. Simply highlighting we are currently likely in a correction that might continue a little longer before we then move up further towards the next target into the direction of 130k. So this is simply seen as a correction in a wave 4 that doesn't need to go much longer. And this wave 4 could provide an opportunity to get positioned for a fifth wave. At the same time, though, it appears likely that the fourth wave correction will extend a little longer. That might involve a larger B wave, choppy structures that are going to be difficult to trade on the micro level, and it might require a little bit more patience. The market seems to just, let's say, gather the energy it needs for that next move up in wave 5. And yeah, this is seen as a corrective pullback in an overall uptrend. So not bearish, however, in the short term, a little bit more downside or at least sideways consolidation appears likely. The key support, the key support levels that we are dealing with are 91,630 and 82,400. These are going to be the next ones that are relevant. Below them, we have 75,620 and 69,400. Only below 69,400, we have a really good signal that a major top could have formed already. Now, we are far away from that level, which means the risk is still quite high. Now, you might have different levels that confirm that. From an Elliott Wave point of view, it would be 69.4k. This is when break below would start the confirmation process that a major top has already formed, to which we're already quite close. That's the idea. And yeah, anyway, we talked about that in detail in recent videos. So let's just dive into the micro patterns. So within this overall still short-term bullish, or let's say bullish context, within the bullish context, we have a short-term bearish and a short-term bullish scenario. On this smaller time frame, the idea is that the market formed a corrective bounce between the 20th of December and the 26th of December. Okay, so this was just a corrective bounce, corrective rally, you could say, in 3 waves. And we saw a 5-wave move down afterwards, a 3-wave corrective bounce, another 5-wave move down. You see how impulsive the decline looks, and now another corrective bounce. Expectation was for this wave 2 to possibly test the resistance area, which we might be doing right now. So the market seems to be forming this ABC structure, and resistance is located between 95,375 and 96,540. So at the moment, there is no surprise here in the microstructures. It would take a break above 96,540 to suggest that the short-term bullish scenario is playing out. Now, in the white scenario, the market should find resistance here in this red resistance zone and set up for lower prices. Now, that would be sort of not really in the same direction in which we'd like to see many of the altcoins rally, okay? So obviously the altcoin charts, they have already seen a lot of pullbacks, and ideally they turn around in their current support areas, right? So, I mean, I will not rule out the yellow count, absolutely not, but it takes a break above our signal level at 96,540 to suggest that a wider B wave rally is unfolding, a larger B wave, which could even lead to could turn into an overshooting B wave, whatever. And this would be short-term bullish. I mean, could something more bullish emerge from here? Absolutely. But the question here on the smaller time frame isn't necessarily about that. It's simply about, do we get a bearish reaction from the sellers in this resistance area or not? And this is an area of interest to observe. Should we see another move down impulsively, it would likely represent the start of a third wave down, which could then send us into the mid 80k region next. This would obviously need to be confirmed with a break below all those previous swing lows here, around 92,500 and 93,400. Now in the short term, the local trend seems to be up from the Friday low in a very choppy and corrective way. So I'm going to watch for possible reactions in this resistance area. Any break above 96,540, yeah, would be a first indication that the yellow C wave here is extending to the upside and that we're moving, possibly higher in an extended B wave, possibly targeting again 100K or a little higher even. So it's going to be a key test here shortly and an area to watch. For now, the white scenario seems to be leading. I mean, just qualitatively looking at the chart, we have an impulsive move down, a corrective bounce, impulsive move down, corrective bounce. But the market still needs to prove it by giving us a bearish reaction here. Definitely open for to see a wider B, because the wider B wave, looking at the daily chart, I mean, it would look like a more healthy B wave. Yeah, because if the B wave is already in, I mean, sure, C wave could go down. No problem. We could still easily hold support. But if a wider B wave unfolds, the C wave might end close to where the A wave bottomed. Yeah, so this would be the implication. Okay, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. And if you are interested in the membership, you can check out the explanation video on our channel page. There are also additional member-only updates being published. For example, here, Phantom was covered today, Randa, Casper, Injective, Atom, coins that we don't cover that frequently on YouTube, but they would be available for members, either as a YouTube member, but if you're, for example, a gold member, you also get access to our Discord server with a lot of additional content. And of course, these videos as well. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.